Welcome back to the show. Of course, we couldn't be in Charlotte at ACC Media Days without tracking this guy down. Craig James, SMU legend, Pony Express, and now bringing back a major award for its second year. This is a really cool time of year for you, hitting the media trail and everything.
Pony Express Award. But before we do that, I'm sitting here with you, and I'm like, where's Bill? There are no curse words, no bottles of wine. Where are you, Armstrong? What's going on?
This is just me being a bad host, first of all. No wine for you, down here. People would probably be, we have Louisville in the conference. I guess we could do a bourbon, we could do a wine, we can, all of these things. So.
All the above, and Bill would have been right there leading the charge.
Yeah, well, we're thinking about him, and hey, we'll see him soon. Yeah. We know that much.
So the Pony Express Award, which you guys know about it, Bill was the sponsor and a great supporter, Bill and Liz. We're excited for SMU. And, the fact that SMU's back, now that raised the water and rekindled the thoughts of the Pony Express. And so Eric and I have always marveled at how many people around the country weekly send us letters for autographs for the Pony Express.
Wow.
With SMU coming back like it did last year, I did a card show, an appearance up in Boston over Memorial Day. Last few weeks ago, I was in Ohio doing a show. The number of people asking for Pony Express signatures, helmets, just the fact they even know about SMU. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. The big Patriot stuff, but I'm just glad to have this opportunity for Eric and I to find the nation's most outstanding tandem, a duo. And it can be linebackers, it can be defensive linemen, it can be two wide receivers, it can be two running backs. And we're really pumped about it.
It's always nice seeing you on the sidelines before the game, so we'll have to start doing some little things, maybe do some mid-season updates on the award. Last year was cool to give it out and tell everybody about the voting process and how you involve the players, because that's another key piece.
Thank you, Billy. That's a great question. So it's an award by the players for the players. They're our selection committee. Last year it was the SMU team captains, and we provided them the material, and they looked at it, they voted, and it was Shedeur Sanders and Travis Hunter who won the award. Pretty good. Two pretty good players. But to give you an idea of the award, two of the finalists were the University of Buffalo linebackers.
Oh, yeah.
They were the number 1 and 2 total tackles in America. That never happens. How's that possible? And so it's recognizing the team part of it. And Eric and I, having the friendship we've had for nearly 50 years, we're brothers in Christ. We love each other. We're friends. We want to be able to show players and recognize their talents. You can compete against a friend. You can be a friend. And I think in this world of transitioning and transferring, sometimes you got to just gut it out and compete and go win your job or be there for the team. So it's a hard thing to do. I understand that. We recognize that. But it's still football is a team sport, and that's why this duo tandem recognition is exciting for us.
And you mentioned the duo at Buffalo. I think now with the move to the ACC, you're starting to see SMU get the recognition they deserve. But how cool is it to try and shed some light on maybe some areas and players in college football that aren't getting as much recognition as they deserve?
Yeah, and okay, here's the beauty of this. Some people have asked me to give the list, the preseason list. Mm-hmm. We don't know. Let's think back. Think back this. Last year at this time, Brashard Smith and Roderick Daniels would not have been considered.
Yeah.
Tailback goes down, running back gets hurt here and there. Now all of a sudden Brashard Smith has to run the football, and he becomes a 1,000-yard rusher. Roderick Daniels, he wasn't on the radar. He has a phenomenal year. I think they had 20-something hundred yards total between them. So all of this transferring that's taken place around these country and these teams, about October the 1st, we'll begin to see how they're playing, who's really doing well, and that's if you try to put a positive spin on it, that's that good thing about college football today.
You've gotten a chance to be around this team a lot over the last few years. What's your vantage point of the journey that this program, this school has been on, and as it continues to see change as well, with President Hartzell coming in, Damon Evans, all of these new things, just overall as a school and alongside the football program, it's been an incredible run.
Yeah. So last year we played Clemson. Every player on Clemson's roster was signed and expected to play in that conference championship game. They expected to play in the college football playoffs. they expected to play for a national championship. Not many in our locker room did, not realistically. Everybody aspired to play in the conference championship game. But the difference is this year, our guys now expect to go back and play in the conference championship game and in the playoffs. And you got to get there. You have to knock on the door before you realize how hard you got to knock. And for SMU, we don't really know. We think they're going to be good. They were great last year in my mind because that defensive line was really good, better than I thought it could possible. And so, hey, we'll see. SMU, it's to be honest and fair, we'll see.
And when you look at the offense specifically, in the first couple of years with Rhett Lashley, it was incredibly pass-heavy, but to fit the personnel they had on offense last year, they had to develop their run game. Really, they got to because they had Rashard Smith. How fun is that for you to see a more balanced offense and see, in a day and age where passing is becoming more and more important to a lot of people's eyes, that the run game can still be effective?
These teams that throw the ball 40, 50 times, I for years I've called them squirrely. They're squirrely offenses. And it drives me crazy because the really good teams can block and tackle. They can be physical. Clemson, Ohio State, Michigan, you name them. Texas, they can get big and physical. Red understands that you must run the football. You got to be physical. If you're not, you're going to have to win 42-40, or you're going to lose 46-44. And that's the reality of the squirrely offenses. So I feel like for Red, he's trying to find the right balance. Again, we had no idea Rashard Smith would run the ball like he did last year, so who's that going to be for us this year? Yeah, everybody has their four-star guy. You know what? Everybody's got somebody that's going to be really good until they get hit in the mouth, and then you find out who they are.
And for you, getting to go to the former player barbecues, to be so involved with the program like you are right now, does that make everything more special? I know there was a time that the Pony Express wasn't as welcomed around campus, but now it seems like it's just business as usual for you guys to be around, which is great, and also it's bringing back more players. It seems like. Oh
yeah, there's so many players that want to come back now, and there is a genuine open arms invitation there, and it's been said for decades. You guys are welcome back, but I think down now there are enough of those guys that are no longer around. There's some key guys who are not around, and I really feel like Eric and I've outlived them. We just outlived those guys. Now you can't. I don't worry about an invitation. So, but it's fun to be back. It's fun that we're playing teams like Clemson, Florida State. Great schedule. Great schedule. And it's so much fun to be on the campus, sitting in Bill and Liz's in their press box, watching that ball game. Last year, I tried to catch an extra point, and everybody was laughing at me because I gave alligator arms. I was going to fall over the rail.
Yeah, we can't lose you.
Oh, my gosh. Well, if I were going to go down, I guess go down there. So,
well, it's a pretty nice facility to fall out of, I guess. I don't know, but pretty morbid there. But, look, we really appreciate you stopping by. We're so excited to see who wins the Pony Express Award again this season. And, look, it'll be a new champ. Both Shadur and Travis Hunter are out the door.
Yeah, that's a good point. And thank you for having me, man. It's good seeing you as always. And you guys travel well, and we'll see you back on the hilltop.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot. Craig James, for Dean Ralsky, I'm Billy Embody. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of the On the Pony Express podcast.